right? This call should be maxed out because everybody needs some type of financial freedom. So get your team on the call, get the teams on the call. Let's start tonight off. I've decided to run another 2-hour session, right? So I'm giving you guys 2 hours of my time tonight. I guarantee you it will be exciting. And why will it be exciting? Because it will leave you with enough information to make some money, right? So you guys should know how I did it last week. It's the same. I'm gonna do it this week. So we're going to I'm going to start off with a recap, right? So we're gonna start off with a recap of last week, and then we're gonna go into tonight's topic, which is gonna be quite exciting, and then we're gonna finish off with a few chosen persons showing me that they've understood what I've taught tonight. Lovely. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So I'm just gonna give you guys about 2 more minutes to just get more persons on the call. Let's start off tonight. Make sure you guys have your notepads. You know, I give out a lot of nuggets, a lot of information, and when you leave my calls, you know that you can take the information that I would have taught you, and you can go ahead and make some money. Right? From week 1, when I showed you guys support and resistance, you could have just used that strategy with the breakout candle and trade from week 1, right? Then I came after and I taught you about trend lines, and I showed you how implementing support and resistance with the trend lines, you could have gone ahead and make some money as well, right? Where's Marissa? Marissa, are you on the call? Marissa, are you on the call? So Marissa, she was one of the persons that won a one-on-one with me last week, and her one-on-one was on Tuesday along with Kyle. And Marissa and I, we looked at about 3 setups for the night, and I gave Marissa her options in terms of entry. We went a little more into detail outside of what it is I usually teach, and she was able to make 140 pips on goal right after our call. Do you guys understand what is 140 pips on goal? 140 pips on goal with right lot size, I'm telling you. Double, quadruple, everything your account. Straight up. That was some good pips there. Yep. And the thing is, your intention is to learn how to trade gold this year. Girl, I already taught you the strategy. How you mean that's your intention? All you need to do is practice, practice, practice. You guys, I'm telling you straight up. All you need to do is practice what I've taught you already, right? You see that breakout strategy? That's a powerful strategy, That is powerful and simple. You guys could have used that this week. Go broke out of a resistance zone. Wait for the candle to close so you know it definitely going in that direction. And you could have bought and secured the same 140 pips like Marissa. Why are you intimidated by it, Kezia? Is making money. All this time that you're sitting down, hesitating because you feel as though you're intimidated by it, other people are making money on it. Goal isn't bipolar if you implement the strategy. So if you drop the charts and you recognize that, you go broke out of a zone and it's a solid body candle break, The trade is telling you what to do, what it wants to do. I don't want money. I don't want you to be the same as Kezia. I want you to be you and just trade the strategy that I taught. Kezia, stop feeling intimidated. Ask Marissa, wait, where Marissa is on this call? Marissa, come on this call and tell people there's no reason to be intimidated by gold. 140 pips. Where Burgess is? Marissa, where are you? Gold is not bipolar. Can you guys stop? Wait, billionaire Jordan, you're gonna be the first person to raise your hand today. Anyway, guys, so 2 minutes has gone. So here are the rules. Marissa, while I am here telling persons about the rules, please type inside the chat that gold is not bipolar. Thank you. Good, guys. So the rules for tonight in terms of winning the one-on-ones. So I'm giving away 4 sessions, right? 4 sessions again. And I'm going to keep it the same, similar to what it was. Similar to what it was last week. So I need persons interacting in my chat box. So I need you to interact. If somebody asks a question, you answer. If you need more information or you're making notes on some nuggets that I've shared that is really important, you can put it in the chat as well. So you can, if I say something that registers with you that you think is important, you can put it in the chat, right? So the persons that interact the most in my chat box, I will be choosing you for a one-on-one. And then as well, you know, the persons that obviously, you know, come on and show me that they've actually, you know, acquired the knowledge that I taught and show me on, you know, sharing their screen on Zoom, I'd be more than happy to give away some one-on-ones to you. Why? Because there's a certain level of confidence that you need in order to even step outside of everyone, outside of the 64 people on this call and say, you know what, me, I am going to share my screen. I am not 100% confident, you know, I know learn it today, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a step outside of my comfort zone, all right? And I'm gonna award somebody for that. Shanice, the answer to your question is no. All right, so guys, let's go ahead and start. Super excited to be here with you today. You know, I look forward to my Wednesday sessions and all. Yes. When you see me like, when you see me in the Telegram chat saying it's Wednesday, like literally I'd be thinking, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. I'd be excited for my session. Hang on. So let's close that. Good. So I want to focus on Euro USD. Let me just make sure that I have the right by its introduction. So I want to focus on Euro USD as a start. So we're going to recap Euro USD. It was in a downtrend now for the last, you know, was in a downtrend since the 31st of January. Yes, everybody can see that. So recapping last week, right? So last week we would have started with using trend lines, understanding the overall trend of the market and the current trend of the market. So just by asking you, can you please tell me what is the overall trend of Euro USD? Lovely. Excellent. Good. And what is the current trend of the market on Euro USD? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Excellent. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and draw these trend line. So I'm gonna bring it from here so we can get here. Good. So overall trend is a downtrend. No, current trend is a downtrend as well. No, can someone tell me, you know, without me saying, what do you think the market is doing right now? Who is drawing on my screen? Somebody just draw L and a 6. So let me just put that right there. There we go. What is happening right now with Euro USD? What do you think the market is doing? Okay. Somebody says a pullback. Reversal. Reversing. Looking to go up. Trading terms, Sharika, looking to go up. Break and retesting. I would say retesting. Looking for a breakout. Okay. Looks like a breakout. Okay. Lovely. So, all right, guys. Now, we can see here that we've identified the downtrend, right? Based on, so we've identified the downtrend based on, you know, using our trend line here, right? This is a current trend. Now, this Euro USD has respected this downtrend since the 31st of January, right? So since the 31st of January, it respected this trend line, right? So the retest that you guys are talking about would have happened where it was here, touching the trend line, and it continued to drop, right? The reversal that some of you guys are talking about, you know, this would be it here happening, right? Now, if you had a downtrend and the market broke out of that downtrend, what is it doing? I need somebody to give me the answer that I'm looking for. What do you think the market is about to do? It breaks out of the downtrend. Thank you. Lovely, right? That's right. So what we need now is to see how the market will move, right? We need to see how the market respects our trend line, right? We need to watch the market move now, right? But if it was in a downtrend for the last couple of days, since the 31st of January, right? And it broke out of that downtrend. Don't come and tell me that it's doing a retest. What is it retesting? It broke out of your downtrend. So this is how I need you guys to be doing your peer studies. Remember, guys, this is your peer study. I am just here to guide you. So you need to be able to apply the knowledge, right? It was in the downtrend and it broke out. So therefore, we're looking for it now to go into an uptrend. It broke out. Look at this. The momentum is with the buyers, right? So let's look at how we could have traded Euro USD for the last couple of days, right? Last couple of weeks. So everybody could see we have the downtrend starting here. Now what we're waiting for is for the market to pause and go sideways, right? So you're not getting into the market while it's in its move down, right? You're waiting for the market to park basically and go sideways. This is when you now start to look at possible entries. So the whole idea is that you want to trade the market during consolidation, right? You want to trade the market during consolidation. You're not trading the market when it is in its impulsive move, when it is actually, you know, starting to make a large move to the downside or the upside. You want to look for your entries during consolidation. So it is key that you wait until the market parks, the momentum slows down, and we start to actually consolidate, right? Going sideways, then you start to plan for your entry. Then you analyze what the market is currently doing. Then you can draw your support and resistance lines and you wait for your breakout candle. You cannot trade the market, right, while it's in its impulsive move. And I hope that you guys are making notes about that, because there are persons on this call right now that are trading, that are actually doing what I call boo-boo catch-up, right? Right, Billionaire Jordan? There are persons on this call that is doing what I call boo-boo catch-up. You know what's boo-boo catch-up? Right? Is when the market is starting to make its impulsive move and it's already happening, and you're like, oh shoot, gold is moving. Oh shoot, today USD JPY going up. Let me see if I can catch some of that. And I have seen it so many times. I go on IG and I look at people's snaps talking about they caught the bag, and I go on my WhatsApp and I see people saying they caught the bag. And when you look and see where their buy entry is, I'm literally looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? When you see where they're like, let me just give you an example, right? Let's look at Euro USD JPY. So this happened today, and people will post on WhatsApp and on IG and stuff, caught the bag. This time, you know that obviously with MetaTrader 4, you can show the trade levels now, so you can actually see where the person entered the trade, right? And let me just turn mine into the dotted line so it looks exactly what I see. This is crazy, let me tell you. I see just caught the bag on UJ, and this is what I see. Right? This is literally what I see. And over here I'm seeing buy at, and obviously they block out, and you know, half, 3/4 of the move is already happening and they're buying up here. And I see persons post this on their IG, on their Facebook, on their WhatsApp, even in the Telegram chat, talking about caught the bag. Boo, you didn't caught the bag. You literally did boo-boo catch. So you chased that. Literally, that's what you did. You literally chased. You didn't catch no bag, boo. Come on, let's be real. Guys, let us be real on this call. If you're catching a bag at this level, like, retire. Literally, like, give up. Go back to the drawing board. This is not catching the bag. Like, seriously. And then when you get into the trade here and the trade starts to reverse, you start to panic, like, oh shoot. Going into deep sell, or oh shoot, I don't know if this can buy. Obviously, because you get in the trade after already done like 70 pips up, and you're talking about over here cashing the bag. Like, no, please do not. Guys, do not do this and tag me in it saying Coach Kier cashing this bag with Coach. Please do put some respect to my name. I'm just saying, slap some respect to my name. I'm never going to tell you to catch a bag like this. And like for real, for real. You know, any of you guys watch Eric Thomas and he talks about for real, for real? Yeah, like for real, for real. Don't tag me on no IG, no nothing talking about just caught the bag with Coach Kier and your butt is up here. Please don't do that to me. Like, who are you? I do not know you. Like, for real. Right? So let's get back here. Let's get back here, right? You want to trade the trade during consolidation. So the traders part, and you want to identify your support and resistance. So over here, you got your resistance, right? Let me change back my dotted line, but you caught the bag. Bro. Billionaire Jordan just having a laugh, man. These people, huh? So you got your resistance here, and then you have your support. So what are we waiting for? Can somebody tell me what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for to happen? Excellent. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So you're waiting for this, right? You're waiting for that to happen. That's your breakout candle there. So the whole idea of boxing in price, I do not want you guys to anticipate the market. You can, if you want, in your mind and say, look, I think that this market is going to continue for sell. But let that be something that you just make a note on. I don't want you to be trading with anticipation. Because when you trade with anticipation and the market goes against you, you can't be confident. How can you be confident in anticipation? How can you? So therefore, I need you to be confident in your trading, but allowing the trade to show you the direction it's actually going in, right? So you see that's your breakout candle. You start to trade here. So you get in for yourself as soon as that candle breaks and closes. So we talked about this last week, because if this candle is breaking here at 8:15, it may be 45 minutes before the candle closes, but your strategy says, I need to be disciplined. If you are on this call and you're not disciplined, please take some sticky notes and put them all over your room, your car, your bathroom window, whatever, and put, I am disciplined. Don't put, I need to be, because I need to be says the future. It doesn't say that you're going to actually do it. It just says, you know, this is something that I'm hoping to happen. We need to be more assertive. So therefore, I am disciplined would suggest that you're starting from now. When you see that candle is breaking at 8:15, you're going to remember Coach saying we're not playing boo-boo catcher. So therefore, the candle needs to close at 9 o'clock. And then you said, okay, well, my candle has closed below my support line, solid body candle break. I now feel confident to get into my trade. Why am I confident? Because the trade has told me that we are going to further sell. Literally, it is that simple, guys. I am not going to teach you nothing difficult on this call. So trade started to sell, then it parked again. So remember, we're looking for the trade to park. We're trying to get those 2 wicks in, right? You wait for your solid body candle to break again, 9 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Your entry here. Yes, we're going through these entries together, right? Trade continues down. If you miss your entry, leave it out. Don't chase it, please. Like, for real. So once it comes down, you wait for the trade to park again, right? Once the trade is parked, you identify your support. You can go ahead and identify your resistance. right? And you're waiting for the solid body candle to break. You recognize that it broke here. So you remove your resistance line because that's no longer valid, right? This is your entry. Next entry. This is January 31st. You guys could have been catching this EU bag for the whole. Look, February ain't even done yet. This is 19 days. You could have just been catching EU like on this serious downtrend. Trade starts to park again. You identify your support. You can go ahead and identify your resistance, right? Your resistance could be here or your resistance could be out here, right? You wait for the solid body candle break. You notice that it broke below, so you remove your resistance lines because those are no longer valid, right? This is your breakout candle. Your entry is here, right? Trade parts again, same thing here. You draw your support and resistance. I'm going to go ahead and draw a support line. There we go, right? You wait for your breakout candle. Your breakout candle happen here. Your entry is here. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm teaching you guys to become millionaires here, man. This is how you guys know that I like sushi, huh? If you're ever looking to treat me, I like sushi. For real, for real. Wait for the trade to park again, right? Wait for the trade to park. If you guys didn't get that support one, you could have gone the one here. Either way, it doesn't matter. So use that one there. So the trade is part here. You wait for your breakout candle. Your breakout candle is here. You enter here. You had a little bit of drawdown because it was at the trend line. So you're now trading with the trend line traders because trend line traders would have gone in here for the sell. You trading support and resistance, you would have gone in here. So two types of people getting in here as well. So you would have gone in there. Your drawdown would have been about 8 pips. Nothing to worry about. And you come here now. Again, traders part. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Traders part, support line, resistance line. And can somebody tell me, what would you have done 1, 2, 3, 4 hours ago had you seen this? 4 hours ago, this is what happened. What would you have done? 4 hours ago, this happened. What would you have done? Can somebody tell me? Thank you so much. We're following. Lovely. Excellent. Lovely. 20 more people until this call is maxed out. Please, can you tell your friends who are trading Boo Boo Catcher to get on this call? Let's max out this call at 100 people, right? Tell your friend to tell a friend, get on the call. Straight. My calls are entertaining because I be real, but be funny with it, right? So 18 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries in the downtrend, right? 6 entries in the downtrend. Hold on a minute. Where am I rolling? Oh, sorry. And then 7th entry, we blame. So when you see certain people say, oh, I only trade 1 pair, can you see why? If you're on this call and you've heard somebody said, I only trade 1 Forex pair, can you see why? Literally, I'm not saying that you have to trade 1 Forex. I'm not telling you to just trade 1 Forex pair. I am saying, look at the possibilities. I have just given you 7 possibilities that you could have had within the last 18 days, right? And let me tell you what would have happened here, right? Let me tell you what would have happened here. This entry, you would have held it. So the first entry, the first trade that you had there, right? caught a total of, let's say you came out around here, right? 236 pips. That's the first entry. No, you had in the downtrend, you had 6 entries. The highest one caught 237 pips. The second one, and I want somebody get a calculator, please. First trade caught 237 pips. Right? We're working this out today. So let me say, right now, when my guy Chris Prospers came down, he taught a compound strategy, and he's always got big at this guy. He taught a compound strategy, and I would get Billionaire Jordan to say. So the compound strategy is every time you get into a position, you increase by 3, right? So if the first entry 0.01, right? You increase, so you're increasing by 2. Sorry. So if the first entry is 0.01, the second entry is 0.03, the third entry is 0.06, the fourth entry is 0.09. So you're increasing by 3 if you get where I'm coming from, but the second entry is 0.03. So you start with 0.01, second entry 0.03, third entry 0.06, fourth entry 0.09, right? So I want you guys, let's do this exercise, right? We have 6 entries here. Billionaire Jordan, you good for this exercise. So let's go through. The first entry caught 237 pips. So I want you guys to make note of how much money you would have caught with a 0.01. So let's say, because a lot of you guys on here probably got accounts that between 0 to, and I say 0 because some of you on here trading demo, 0 to $200, right? So let's start with realistic numbers, 0.01, because we're practicing risk management. Yeah, we're practicing risk management. 0.01, second entry at 0.03, right? The second entry caught 214 pips. Third entry 0.06. The third entry caught 178 pips. Fourth entry at 0.09. The fourth entry caught 118 pips. Right? Fifth entry at 0.12, right? The fifth entry caught 77 pips. And the last entry at 0.15 caught about 17 pips. No, I don't want you to tell me about broker fees or nothing. I just want you guys to give me a number, right? Tell me how much money you would have made compounding your account with all 6 of those entries, right? Using the lot sizes that I would have just mentioned. How much money you would have made for the last 18 days? I don't want words. I want a number. Please to tell me. There's a reason I called them out. There's a reason why I called out the pip count just now. Wasn't anyone calculating? Nisha, Nisha says 408. Even if it's not the right amount. Brownlee says $386. Nisha says 400. So let's just go with the $380. $380, you could have done this with a $50 account. Why? Because you're starting off at 0.01. Nisha says she's right. Paula said $418.80. $418 in 18 days. Some of you at the end of month 1 still at either the same $50 that you deposit, why? Because you had to deposit again, or you at $6 or $3 because you blow the account and you can't go into any more trades. So it's telling you not enough money on the MetaTrader 4. A month later, let's be real. Let's be real. Jamal laughing, Jamal having a laugh. $418.80 you could have caught in the last 18 days with one trade. That's Euro USD, using my strategy and just compounding, holding the trade, compounding, moving stop loss into profit and compounding. You guys could have caught this, right? We got 13 available slots left on my Zoom call. Please tell your friends who are playing Boo Boo Catcher, who has their account at $3, cannot trade anymore because they blew their account several times to get on my call. If your friends in withdraw $1,000 from the broker account as yet, get on my call. Literally, if you've never seen $1,000 on your MetaTrader 4, please take notes. If you've never seen that amount in your MT4, please be taking notes and tell your friends to get on my call. Literally, 408, that's over 800 Barbados dollars. Somebody could use that to clear some debt. Somebody could use that to pay a car payment. Somebody could use that to feed somebody. Let's get real. That's right. Sushi to the world. Right? Good. So let's go to UJ because a lot of people is on this UJ list today. Let's go to UJ. Look. Every time I see this, it says God Stoops, Boo Boo Catcher. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense to me. Boy, I caught the bag. Anyhow, guys, please tell me what is the, oh, there, this is lovely. This should be challenging. What is the overall trend of USDJPY? What is the overall trend of USDJPY? Yep. So it's an uptrend. Okay. So for those who can't understand why we said it's an uptrend, the market is in an uptrend. Yes. All you have to do is draw a trend line. Right? I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is the last one. Then we're going into tonight's training. Now, before this happened, what was the current trend of the market for the last 10, 11 days? What was the current trend? Billionaire Jordan, please use trading terms. Don't, please, guys, when you're coming on my call, you should be knowledgeable enough that you using trading terms. Don't come and tell me about it going up. Coach, it look like it going up. Coach, it moving sideways. Nah. Good. Consolidating. Lovely. So what did I say we should be trading in? Like, when should you be looking for entries? During what? Lovely. Checking, people are noticing, right? No. Consolidation, right? So let's just say that you guys did not know this was going to consolidate for some time. And that's normal, right? So you would have seen this. Let's say that you were trading this uptrend here, right? You would have seen this, and you were looking at ways of getting into this uptrend. So in this case, and this is a difficult one, so I want you guys to pay attention, right? So your entry would have been probably around here, right? So you would have hold this because obviously market parked here at the trend line, and you would have used this as a resistance. So you probably would have entered on a solid body candle break. No, you would have went into about 12 pips profit, right? Came back to the trend line, and you had about 9 pips drawdown, right? Then it went up again, and you had about 26 pips in profit. So you could have caught 26 to 27 pips, right? In this trade before it turned around, right? Now, if you did not take profit and you were still holding this trade as it came down to your trend line, right? Can somebody tell me what would have been the signal for you to get out of this trade? Because they have it right there. I'm going to just zoom in and give you that, you know, 2020 vision. What would have been your signal to get into this trade? I mean, to get out of this trade. To get out of this trade. Right, so Ronette, you have said the right thing there. Where is the engulfing candle, Jan? That's right. Billionaire Jordan, Paula, you're correct. The banking candle, not necessarily, because it could have been a fatal. Look how it retests and it closed above. Still closed above, and it still continued up a little bit. So here, this would have been your signal had you been still, if you did not secure the 27 pips, which I would have hoped you did, right? Especially after it came and it did this. So it came back up here, and you recognize that it's struggling to break your next high. So remember, it's struggling to break your mountain top. Then it would have looked to get help. But yes, if you still held it, this would have been your cue to get out of the trade, because that is a solid body candle breaking your support. Well, in this case, would have been your support and your trend line. Right? So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that. So let's go here. No. Let's move away. Are we here? No. Right? And this isn't really giving us a trend line to draw. Right? This isn't really giving us a trend line to draw. So you're looking to get into this trade. The market has parked. So you have your support down here. Right? So this is your support. And over here is your resistance. So this would have been today. If you were looking at trading UJ, this would have been today, right? And just show you guys how you can easily get into the trades without waiting on somebody to give you a signal when to buy, market execution, sell, market execution. You can take advantage of what it is I am teaching you. You can use the signals that you get from any of your teams, right? Even from us sending out signals in the takeover signals group, you can use any of the signals and actually drop the market so that you can feel confident about the trade. Because nothing is wrong with us sending you signals. But If you're just taking a signal, you're running with it, and you just put it in your phone, you can't feel confident about that trade because you did not give yourself that trade. Somebody gave it to you. So how can you feel confident? You need to feel confident about the trade. So if I come and I say, guys, buy market execution USD JPY, don't just buy it because court said to do it. Don't just buy it because Takeover Group said to do it. Don't just do it because Trade Nation says to do it. You can say, okay, you know what? Takeover said to buy USD JPY. Let me head to my charts. Okay, yes, I understand why it is that we're looking for this buy. Now let me plot in my numbers that the Takeover Group would have sent, and I could plot my TPs. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. But you can use the signal group as a way to give you trade ideas. And I'm hoping that you guys are understanding what I'm saying. It doesn't even have to be our own signals group. You can use any signals group. It doesn't matter. To give you trade ideas. Notice what I'm saying. Trade ideas. Not that you're getting into the trade, because at the end of the day, you have to feel confident about the trade. So if you're in a trade that named Scorpion Trading or whatever Telegram that you're in, and they call a buy for USD JPY down here, and you cannot see why the buy was called for yourself using your strategy that you have been learning, do not buy the trade. Literally, you're going to say, all right, look, I know that Scorpion Trading called a buy on UJ, but down here this is my resistance. I wait here for my solid body candle break. Okay, I got my solid body candle break now I can enter for my buy because I actually have my own confirmation as well. So I'm not saying any signals group is right or wrong. That's not the message I am saying here. I am saying I want you guys to get to a stage where you are confident. Because if you lose the trade, you need to know why. You can't lose the trade and say, man, that was coach that sent me down there. Don't understand. She trades at the main history lately. No, you can't be doing that. Because it's not my fault. I wasn't there to plug in the trade on MetaTrader 4. You have to be able to say, man, this trade reversed. I don't understand why it reversed. Because when I did my analysis, I got my solid break on my candle. So what really happened? And when you come to the market, you say, it faked out. So I had a solid break in my of resistance, but then another candle came and faked me out, and it continued in itself. Okay, I understand. And then you could hold that L. That's nothing that you can avoid. You will get fake outs regardless. We can't avoid that. If you're using this strategy, you need to understand this is not perfect. This is not 100% perfect. It will never give you 100% good trades. It will always have room for disappointment. But the whole idea is that coming away with this strategy, you'll be able to say, I understand why. That is what I want you guys to say coming away from my strategy. If you win a trade, it went my direction, I understand why. If you lost a trade, it had a fake out, I understand why. You need to understand why. Good. So I ain't preaching tonight. All right. So solid body break the candle. Listen, you could have caught this trade today. Solid body break of this entire resistance. This was your entry here. Zero drawdown. It can't even fit. Because, right. Okay. Zero drawdown. Right? Zero drawdown. And the trade went for 161 pips. Zero drawdown. I could go off the corner because I taught you guys a sauce. trade. No, thank you, Nikita. This is catching the bag. Yes. This is catching the bag. Destiny asks if to don't use indicators. Can somebody tell Destiny we don't need indicators with this strategy? You don't need no indicators. We're trading naked market. You don't need indicators with this. I've been showing you guys this now 4 or 5 weeks, right? Have I used a single indicator? Every single time we actually analyze the market, it went like literally. The most we had last week was that we saw a trade that drew down for like 30 pips. And that was it. 30 pips, and then it went to the moon. You don't need no indicators. Naked trading. Yes, Destiny. Yes. Right? So you guys understand this? This is key. I need you to understand. Lovely. So let us go on to the next topic. Almost all in here. And we're looking at candlestick patterns. And I want you guys, I would say 2 patterns, but I'm not gonna come. We're gonna keep it simple tonight. So I am only gonna look at 1 candlestick pattern, right? 1 candlestick pattern, and that is an engulfing candle. So the candlestick pattern that we're focusing on is an engulfing candle, right? So we're going to look at entries using an engulfing candle. Please note you don't need to use the candlestick pattern if you don't want to, because I taught you over the last 4 weeks how to keep it simple. But we're going to look at the engulfing candle today. All right? I love the engulfing candle. It's one of the most powerful candlestick patterns out there, right? The engulfing candle. No. You're entering the trade using the engulfing candle and using a trend line or even a support and resistance, right? Let me spread this out. So one of the most powerful entries you can have on any trade is an engulfing candle at support, an engulfing candle at resistance, or an engulfing candle on a trend line. One of the most, please understand what I'm saying. Because you can get engulfing candles in the middle of nowhere and it means nothing. Because if you get an engulfing candle in the middle of nowhere, let's look at here, for example, right? Look at this. You got an engulfing candle here in the middle of nowhere showing to you what may be a sign for itself to you. And the market then continued to consolidate, right? And consolidate and consolidate, and then it went up. And you guys see that. So this is what I mean by the most powerful times to trade an engulfing candlestick is at support for a buy, resistance for a sell, and trend line for either the buy or sell. So if you know we're in an uptrend and the traders come back down to the trend line and form an engulfing candle, then you know that that's a powerful time. That is the best time for you to get into the trade for a buy. If you know that it is a downtrend and you draw a trend line and you get an engulfing candle on that trend line, you know that that is your entry to sell. So I hope you guys are taking notes, right? I hope you guys are taking notes. So engulfing candles on a trend line is beautiful, right? look at this. Look at this beauty, right? Let's zoom in. Look at this beauty. It touched the trend line and it engulfed the last 1, 2, 3. All right, so it engulfed the last 3 candles. An engulfing candle needs to engulf at least the last previous candle. It doesn't have to be 2, 3, right? If it engulfed the last 3, maybe 10 candles is great, right? But it at least needs to engulf the last previous candle. Right? So check this. You enter the trade there, then you got another engulfing candle here on the trend line. You got another engulfing candle. We've identified an uptrend. That is your entry to buy. That is twice. You could have entered the trade. No, I would have shown you on a more long-term scale using support and resistance how you could have placed 6 entries on a trade. Using a candlestick pattern on your trend line, you can get more entries during a shorter period of time. But you have to be strategic with it. It needs to be touching the trend line. If it's not touching trend line in the middle of nowhere and you decide that you want to take that buy, that's on you. So if you decide, you know what, this is engulfing the last couple of candles here, so I'm going to take this buy, that's on you. I'm not saying it's not going to work, but I'm saying it's powerful when it's on the trend line. So this comes down to your discipline. You can say, look, if I am going to trade engulfing candles, I am only going to trade them when they're on the trend line. And if you see an engulfing candle in the middle of nowhere and is nowhere close or touching your trend line, then I am leaving it. Not that I am wrong, but I am disciplined. There's a difference. So I'm not saying that the engulfing candle in the middle of nowhere is wrong. But what I am saying is that I am disciplined. So remember, we're going back to this sticky note that I tell you need to put all over the place. I am disciplined. Because I'm telling you guys, for the last 4 weeks, if you use the strategies that I would have taught for the last 4 weeks, and all we're doing is building a case, notice how everything is just coming together. Everything that I taught for the last 4 weeks just coming together, just creating one big picture that when I leave you guys at the end of this boot camp, you can literally say, you know what? Sundays are just for peer studies. I'm going to sit down on a Sunday and I'm going to do my peer study to analyze which markets, which peers I will be trading this week. And based on my peer studies, I have, I have identified 3 peers. And these will be my focus for this week or whatever. Right? So that is 2 entries there that you had. So you could have gone into this trade twice. Now imagine, I like to talk about this. You were putting this entire thing that I've been teaching you for the last 4 weeks together. And you say, okay, so breakout again for my breakout candle. I identify an uptrend. So entry number 1, entry number 2, both of those on my uptrend. Entry number 3, my breakout candle. 0.01, 0.03, 0.06. Let's do it together. Who has their calculators out? Let's do this together. So entry number 1, who has their calculators out? Let's do it. 0.01. All right, 0.01. So let's say we got in and we came out wrong here. 132 pips, 0.01. 0.03. 125 pips. and 0.06. 118 pips. Tell me how much money you would have made today on UJ. How much money would you have made today? $121.50 you would have made today on that $50 account that you had. So that $50 account now is $171.50 up. That's how you close today. One pair, 3 entries, risk management, proper risk management. Proper risk management, straight. Right? Guys, it gets better. I'm telling you, it gets better. Right? It gets better because let's look at every week it gets better, don't you think? Tell me, what do you think? Isn't it getting better every week? I'm teaching you how to compound your account. I'm teaching you how to trade. Isn't it getting better every week? You thought that you can trade more than 0.01 on a $50 account? Who taught you that, Jan? That is what you hear? They tell you believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. That's a Bayesian saying. So if you ain't test it out yourself, then it ain't valid. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Uptrend. So I see another one here. Right? I see another one here. So let's go. We got an uptrend here. Squeeze it just a little here. There we go. Good. So I identify an uptrend. Now, before I even look at my entries on the uptrend, let's identify the previous mountain top. So we know where we will be getting in for our breakout candle. So our previous mountain top is here. So we're implementing both strategies, yes. Good. So uptrend, let me just get out of the way. There we go. All right. So you notice an uptrend, you see an engulfing candle. Entry number 1. Engulfing candle here again. Entry number 2. Touching your trend line, huh? Entry number 3, breakout candle here. So you would have gone in around here as 3. So let's do the calculation. Calculators out, please, and thank you. Calculators out. We ready? Let's go. 0.01. 104 pips. 0.03. 85 pips. And 0.06. 35 pips. How much money would you have made? This would have been from the 3rd of February up until, if you're still holding this trade around here, until the 7th of February. 5 days, guys. 5 days. How much money would you have made? So there's a week. Okay, $56.90. You just started trading, or you just started my boot camp. You got a $50 account. You don't know nothing about trading. You started my boot camp. You've been in I Am Academy back then, well, about 3 years ago, and you still in your first 30 days in trading because you don't understand nothing. Right? You've blown over 100 accounts already. You've been in the company for 3 years. Been in the company for the last year. You're not seeing any results. You come on my boot camp for the last 4 weeks. Yes, you wait until the engulfing candle closes. Otherwise, you don't know it will be an engulfing candle. So if it looked like from the engulfing candle at 8:15, you wait till 9 o'clock. And then you enter. Same principle. You come on my account, on my boot camp. This is 4 weeks. And in 5 days, you took your $50 account up to $106.60, waiting for next week. One pair. One pair. One pair. You entering on the close of the engulfing candle. Guys, this is simple. If this looks, because what I don't want you to do is think that it's going to be an engulfing candle and it's not. If this is looking like it's going to be an engulfing candle and it's 8:25, you need it to close at 9 o'clock. Please and thank you. Because it could look like an engulfing candle, and then within 2 tools, you see a long wick. Trust me. Let's look at that trade that Marissa caught last night. All right, so let's go. Overall trend for gold was making this thing easy, squeezy, lemon zesty. That's right. Current trend of the market is Casey, don't disappoint me. Lovely. So we're looking at gold. Its current trend is an uptrend, yes. So you're looking at gold this week. Okay. Draw this uptrend here. This started the 12th of February. This uptrend started after my last call when I talked to you guys about trend lines and uptrends. So you could have been catching this. But anyway, so let's look, guys. Let's look. See what it looks like. See what beauty we have today. So you've seen this here. You recognize the market came here, and you got an engulfing candle here. There you go. So let me just reduce this in size for now. Engulfing candle is there. You got another engulfing candle here. Who is that? Tell me that go by pull again. They was still on my call, you know. You got another engulfing candle here. This is this week, yeah? The week ain't done yet. You got another engulfing candle here. Who it was that was telling me that go bipolar? I want to talk to them. I'm just saying, I ain't see nothing bipolar here. I am just putting it out there. I'm not hitting at you, huh? Oh dear. All right, so we identify our engulfing candles. Let me go ahead and identify my breakout candles now. We identify and support our resistance over here. And there we go. Just gonna rest that there. All right. That would have been here. And next one would have been around here. Next one would have been around here. Don't worry. We got some work to do now, guys. I hope you got calculators ready. Listen. All right. Let's go. So let me work out these ones here. So we got that 1, 2. We got another entry here. Gotta make sure that I put my arrows so that when I start to count these entries, we know how much money we made. I think the first person I want to talk to, they want to talk to the people that tell me that gold bipolar. Seems like you've been trading boo-boo catch a boo. Seems like you've been trading boo-boo catch a boo. Cause there ain't nothing bipolar about this. I'm saying. For real, for real. Anybody just watch Eric Thomas? I think I mentioned this already for you. You know, my man is I said for real, like for real, for real. All right, let's go. So let me just bring this in and make this easy peasy. Let's go, calculators out. So first one, let's say that you came out to gold. Would you have come out to gold yet? Probably. Let's say you came out to gold around here. So we got 367 pips there on first one. Just put that there. Second one, we have 350 pips here. So please, you guys know 0.01 was the first one, 0.03 was the second one. So I hope you guys, I'm gonna help you guys out. You need me to start over or are we good? Do you guys need me to start over? All right. Everybody good? Right, we good. All right, that's what I like. So third one, 0.06 now. This over here, 325 pips. All right, fourth one, 0.09, 257 pips. Fifth one, 0.12, 230 pips. All right, sixth one, 0.15, 204 pips. Ooh. This one, 0.18, 169 pips. And the last one, 0.21, 122 pips. Somebody tell me, no, we know the payout for gold different with regards to pip count. That's fine. We don't need to know the gold payout. We need to know, treat it as if it was just a regular forex pair. Just give me the number as if it was a regular pip count pair, right? We already know it will be more than what is we say, but let's just have a general idea. Okay. So let me explain this for some people on this call who may be thinking that you can't make this with a $50 account. So the whole idea of compounding, you guys may be aware of free margin, right? Now, as the first entry goes into profit, it increases your free margin, right? So your free margin goes up. So when you go back into another trade, your free margin comes down. As that goes into profit, your free margin goes back up. And then you can increase your losses again, free margin is going to come down. As that goes into profit, free margin goes back up. And that is how you're able to compound and use these lot sizes. And I am not telling you to practice poor risk management, because what I have taught you is not poor risk management. What I have taught you is good risk management. Because thanks to I hope I got your name right, Julie, who said you're trailing your stop loss. You don't even need a 1 to 500 leverage. I'm telling you that you can do this with a 1 to 200 leverage if you're using FX choice. Because you are literally compounding your account, and all you're doing is carrying up by 3 lot sizes. I am not telling you to go in at 0.01 and then going at 0.50 and then going at 1 standard. I'm not telling you to do that. I am telling you to use proper risk management. And with the entries that we have there, you're moving your stop loss and profit, and you're just going up 3 lot sizes. That's it. And that is what you call a swing trade. This is swing trading, guys. Literally, this is swing trading. Imagine you holding this uptrend and you're catching this entire move. One pair since the 12th of January. My birthday was the 14th of January. So this would have had to been Wednesday. This is after we had our call. Wednesday, gold decided to go on an uptrend. You drew your trend line and you started with your engulfing candles on the trend lines, right? I need to put that because some people still not taking my notes, and we're going into engulfing candle in the middle of nowhere. So engulfing candles on the trend line. Breakout candle at resistance. Another engulfing candle at the trend line. Breakout candle, another resistance. And all you're doing is utilizing the strategy, swing trading the uptrend, and securing the bag. In 1 week, you would have caught over $1,000. And I know you guys on here said that, it's about $2,000 or so. People saying 1,710. That's with a standard forex pair. That is actually not the real amount of money that you would have gotten paid with this, because gold pays out different. So you probably would have actually had over $2,000 or close to $3,000, right? Plus trading this uptrend in 1 week. I am teaching you guys the simplest way to trade. I am teaching you guys how to practice risk management. I am teaching you guys how to compound your account. I am teaching you guys how to get 0 to 6 figures in less than 6 months. Literally. And the only thing that is separating you from the person who's actually making the money right now is discipline. This is why I say, moving from my call, when you leave my call tonight, you need to post up, I am disciplined. If you're not tagging me on IG right now, you gotta be tagging me, man. You gotta be tagging me, man. Because I'm literally like, I swear, nobody has never broken down Forex this easy for me. Nobody has never done this for me. Nobody has never held my hand the way I am holding your hand right now. I swear down. This is, you don't need 10,000 indicators on your trading view. Some of you guys got Christmas happening the whole year because your trading view got a gazillion colors and a gazillion lines with all sorts of different indicators. And you don't even understand it. And imagine you got indicators on your trading view. You're a MetaTrader. Let me show you guys that my hands folded. Imagine you have indicators on your trading view on your MT4 and you can't even tell me what it means. And they come and you tell me, Coach, I was looking at this buy. Oh, okay, so you know what made you think that it was gonna buy? Oh, well, you know the indicator here was, and well, it just looked. Some of you don't even know. Some of you just, well, it just looked as though it was gonna buy, and they give you that look like. Because you can't tell me. You literally can't tell me. I know you guys know what sticker I mean. With the girl that's sitting down and she looking at the phone and then looking at you with a straight face. I know you guys on here who have WhatsApp and using stickers. You know the sticker that I'm talking about. You don't need do not put something on your trading view or on your MetaTrader 4 that you cannot explain to somebody else. If you can't explain it to somebody, remove it straight up. That's like going and telling somebody about the opportunity at IM. And you don't know the trade. How the person supposed to believe in you? Anyway, don't get me started on that. Cause let me tell you, boo, I got a whole set of different language when it comes to that. Cause people be sharing the opportunity and don't even know the draw trend lines. Them up there with the people that just post them catching the bag in the middle of nowhere. So everybody hear me? I am not taking the piss at nobody on here, yes. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there, right? I'm just saying, right? I keep it. Thank you, Sean. You guys on my call for the last 4 weeks. We bonding here for the last 4 weeks, right? You know that I love to keep it real, straight up. I don't need to insult nobody. I don't need to do nothing. I just keeping it real, right? I am a sales professional, right? By profession. I have been doing sales for years. I'm telling you. I was in England. I was a sales manager. I come down to Barbados now. I actually doing insurance, and a lot of persons don't even know that I sell insurance. I sell an insurance and I'm in sales every single day. And I'm telling you, in order for you to be a good salesperson, you have to believe in your product. In order for you to believe in your product, you would have had to experience your product. I cannot go out there and sell insurance to somebody if I don't know what it is I am selling. If I don't know what it is that I can literally guide you. I cannot tell you about a product that I cannot guide you with. I can't, coming to you in front of you with a presentation and telling you, you know what, this is a really good product that you should get into. This serves me no justice, literally. Just putting it on. I'm not hitting at anybody, you know why? Because I have been in countless companies in England and persons be selling off a sheet. Persons be selling off a sheet, off a presentation. You know, just be telling the friend about. You need to be a product of your product. That's why a lot of you guys are not leveling up, straight up, right? Recording? Yes, so we were talking about uptrends, right? And we would have recognized that we could have caught over $2,000 within 5 days in this market. All right, so we could have caught over $2,000 in this market over the last 5 days. Let's look at another trade, NZUSD. This has been in a downtrend for quite some time. All right. So NZUSD broke out, and then the market started to come down. Now, some people would look at this as a, impulse and flag. You anticipating that it is a flag, right? So some people will look at this and say, okay, the market did an impulse, not a flag, and now we're looking for my continuation, right? This is what I mean, but I don't want you guys to anticipate the market. I want you guys to let the market tell you what it is it's gonna do. All right, because some people would have gotten in here for a buy to the upside, and then the market did that and crash. Do not be surprised. I don't want you guys to get surprised with the market. All right, so draw our trend line. Draw our trend line. Hope you guys tagging me on this IG, it can help you show the people that we're learning. All right, so let's just say, for example, this didn't happen as yet. You see the market came up like this, and you say, market looks like about to move in a downtrend. So let me block out this. Let me just block this out so that we can do it as if it was happening right now. Right? So let's block out this. Let's break this down. All right, let's say the market was here. This is what you saw. And ZUSD, this is how it started last week, right? This would have been the 12th, started to come down here, came up, dropped. Then you saw the market start to park, right? So you tell yourself, man, this is about to farm a downtrend. Let me just draw a line and see if it respects it. So I draw my line here, right? Draw my line here. And the first thing you're going to go and do is my support, right? And my resistance. I'll be waiting for the market to break out. Right? So we're waiting for market to break out. Right? So then we got our breakout candles here, maybe small, but still a breakout candle. All right, breakout candle happened there. So then you say, getting in for my sell. Here, let me just turn it around. I turn on. There we go. Right, so you're going for your sell here. So that's where you're going for your sell. You're holding your trade. Trade continues to go down. All right. And then it did this. So it parked and it did this. Right. So when it did that, you adjusted your trend line and you said, so let's continue to monitor it now. And this is all you're doing because your trend line is never concrete. You will always adjust it. All right. You will always adjust it to see how long. So here, so you bought same price again now, and you're waiting. You didn't get a breakout. Market came back up, right? Market came back up, never broke your resistance there. So you adjust your trend line again. Why you adjust your trend line? Because they didn't break your resistance. Right? Then you get your breakout candle. You enter for your sell again. Oop. So you enter for yourself. Right there. So in your cell, you adjusted your trend line. Market came down. And then it started to part here. Part here. Part roughly around here. Right? Part around there. And guys, so then the market did this. You adjust your trend line. And even if you would have lost, as I say, it's not going to be 100%. So let's say that this happened and you said, okay, this looked like a solid body candle and again in for my buy, and you would have lost this trade, that's okay. If you got him for a solid body break here, because this is a solid body break, and you lost the trade. Now losing the trade, right? Just let's make this note. Losing the trade would mean if I got him for a solid body candle here, and the trade came back within my zone, I'm coming out of the trade. So if it breaks back within my zone, I am coming out. Literally. You can get a better entry. So if don't say cheese, I can go close this. Yeah, boo, just close it because I just show you how you could catch $2,000 compared to you losing 7 pips. That ain't nothing. They literally close the trade. Goes back into the zone, close the trade. Straight up. Right? Because you ain't gonna lose much. Because you would have entered here, it went right back into the zone. Right? 13 pips, you probably would have come out at 13 pips, maybe would have come out a little lower down, 19 pips. It's nothing compared to your amount of money that you catching. It's all right, boo. You know what I mean? Same thing here. You get for this sell, and it only went down 10 pips, and you see it start coming back up, and it comes back in here. Close it. Oh, there's only like what 7 pips? Yeah, just close it. All right, you minus 20 pips. You know, at this point in time where you're gonna tire yourself, because we need realistic examples here. You know, at this point in time, when you recognize you getting for the buy and it, for that breakout and it come back in, and then it broke out down here and it gone back in. There's 2 trades that you close with NZUSD that did just about the same thing. Tell me what you're gonna tell yourself. Why you write it in the comments? You've done it twice. What do you think you're gonna tell yourself? Don't think about it too hard. Picture yourself in this position right now. This happened to you twice. What are you going to tell yourself? It happened twice. Within the same day. Thank you, money. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Jan. Alex is not family to goal. Can you guys please let go of goal? Like, for real. Goal is not bipolar. Good, exactly. Just finish with it, right? Because you tell yourself, look, you see this here? This ain't moving right. So best thing to do, left it out. Straight up. Why? Because I had other pairs of Euro USD and stuff that actually move seamless for me. I don't need this. It's not saying that you gotta forget it for forever, but even if you decide you want to burn it forever, so be it. You don't have to. If you decide that you're gonna burn it for a little while, I would have done it too, because I would have said, look, nah, I ain't about that no more. Let me find a different setup. And you could get it. You could get your setups. So guys and girls, I hope that you guys understand what the engulfing looks like. It's simple. I don't need to go through engulfings all the time on trainings, right? I don't. It's really simple. You just need to find the engulfing candle on the trend line, and you're good to go. So if I came here and I was doing a trend line, as we just identified, and I came down here and I saw this engulfing, everything. They saw this engulfing here. I'm getting it for myself. Because I recognize that the market, you know, came down for sell, came back here, was able to draw a trend line. Market gave me an engulfing candle. I got it for myself. This is my sell here. Look, right after my engulfing, trade drop. $30 pips. Just from that engulfing alone. Come back here and I adjust my trend line. And I notice another engulfing here, getting it for myself here. Right? And the trade come back up here again. Didn't break my, remember we said this, didn't break your resistance. You see another engulfing here. Again, it for myself. That's 1, 2, 3 trades. And it's still holding. And plus my breakout candles are going in for myself. How far should you go when analyzing the trade? When you analyzing the trade, how you mean? Like analyze the current market. If you want to see the overall trend of the market, then just zoom out and it will show you that this was in a downtrend for a long time. And the market's still selling. Right? So it's overall downtrend. And then you get a current downtrend here. So notice you had this nice breakout candle, this huge candle here, but the market is in an overall downtrend, right? This doesn't mean that we're in an uptrend now, because it needs to create a mountain top and a valley, and then another mountain top and a valley for us to say, is in an uptrend. But this didn't do that. The market came up and then came crashing down. Right? So this is when I stop my recording.